Oh my God, not only somebody so important, it's about to notice you this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Listen to me very carefully. This is going to be so big. Not only somebody really, really important is going to notice you this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini. This particular person is also going to play a major, massive role in your life over the next 12 months. Oh my God. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you are going to, why this week is going to be different? Because you are going to realize that you have got everything you absolutely need in order to create the life of your dreams. This information, this news, this message you're going to become aware of at the beginning of this week is most certainly going to change your life. Oh my God. But let me tell you a little bit more, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Indeed, at the beginning of this week, listen to me very carefully. You will not even understand this is happening. You will not even realize that this is happening. For example, what do I mean by this? You will not even realize you are choosing your path. You will not even realize you are choosing your path the moment in time you come across this challenge. Yes, there is nothing related to anything that I've said so far, okay? But there is going to be this challenge you are going to be dealing with right at the beginning of this week. Do you get me? That's not related to what I've said so far. So there is going to be this challenge you're going to be dealing with at the beginning of this week. This challenge, it's nothing that you are not used to. This challenge is nothing that you've never done before. This challenging situation is nothing which you've never been through before. You've been through all sorts of things within the last few years, my gorgeous Aquamarini. So this is gonna be like, oh, so easy for you. Absolutely nothing. If there was somebody else dealing with this challenge, these other people, other signs would be like, no, the end of the world. And for Aquamarini, this is absolutely nothing. You can do this and deal with this after everything you've been through with your closed eyes, my gorgeous Aquamarini. At this point, even with your fully closed eyes, you can most certainly see things crystal clear. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, so at the beginning of this week, you're going to be dealing with this challenge. Yes, there is going to be the challenge that you're going to be dealing with, but you will not understand and you will not realize that you are choosing your path at the same time. Why is that? Because this challenge you are dealing with, which is going to be so easy for you anyway, because you've been through way worse things than this challenge that you're going to be dealing with, it's also going to be the moment in time when you are going to start transforming your life without even realizing this in it's something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. You are going to open your eyes. There is something you're going to realize. There is something you're going to find out. There is something that you're going to understand, which is going to make you feel so good about yourself. Something is going to give you something is going to open your eye, not only open your eyes, but it's also going to give you so much confidence, oh my God, to understand how special and how different and how amazing you actually are. And this in itself, it's really kind of going to make you think about this specific talent of yours acquired a lot. Okay, and that's always good, because at the same time you're gonna realize, oh my God, there is so much to do. Oh my God, there is so much to try. Oh my God, there is so much to explore. That's exactly what's gonna be on your mind, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and it's going to be good. Each thought you have, each idea you have, it's going to start the process of healing one way or another. But most importantly, why is this challenge going to transform your life? Why is this challenge going to be different when it's not different? when it's not much more difficult than things you've been through before. Why? I will tell you. Now we are talking. Not that long after that, couple of days after that, I'm sorry, my gorgeous aquamarini, but something dark and negative is going to happen. Listen, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Listen, something negative is going to happen only a couple of days after that. Now, this is something that not necessarily worries me, but it's completely different to that first initial challenge. And now you're going to be able to feel this, because that challenge is nothing in compared to what's going to take place a couple of days after that moment in time. So something is a little bit going to throw you out of balance. Something is, what are you going to find out and what are you going to hear? It's a bit of a, tower card that we actually have here. But in your case, this strictly means that something is going to like kind of affect you in a negative way, and it's maybe going to break your heart a little bit. But because you were dealing with that particular challenge at the beginning of this week, because something happened there, something opened your eyes, you will know exactly what to do now when it comes to this negative situation that has taken place. If you did not deal with that challenge, and if you were ignoring this challenge at the beginning of this week, you would never get to this point in your life. There is something which is going to be crystal clear to you when it comes to this negative situation, which is going to take place a couple of days after that moment in time. Yes, you are going to have your heart broken just a little bit, but that's going to last like about 5 minutes, to be quite honest with you, because you are going to have this aha moment. Now I understand. And you're going to make a really important decision here. And the decision, very wise and smart decision you are going to make. And that decision, it's going to be the best decision ever, because on one hand, you're going to fully protect yourself. And on another hand, you're going to set the boundaries. And that in itself, because of this challenge that you've had at the beginning of this week, something opened your eyes. And that in itself, it's now going to play an important role when it comes to you re-emerging and reconnecting with yourself and fully understanding, like, what exactly do you want? What exactly do you need? How exactly you want your life to be? Do you know how big this is going to be? You're not only setting the boundaries here, my gorgeous aquamarine, but this is all going to contribute towards you knowing exactly what you want in your life, and most certainly what you don't want in your life. And that's why you are going to be so clear with you. You're re-emerging, you're reconnecting with yourself, and at the same time, you're going to set the boundaries. This is absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. By setting the boundaries, you're going to protect yourself. You're going to protect your precious energy. Indeed, And this in itself, it's going to be so brilliant, especially when it comes to, this big achievement. This in itself, it's actually going to feel like a really big achievement, because now your future is going to start to look really bright, my gorgeous aquamarine. And financially, this is going to be absolutely brilliant. This is going to be brilliant. So you're not only protecting yourself, protecting your energy, but it's also a lot to do with the finances, because after this moment in time, your financial situation, there is something which is going to happen here so powerful, and you are going to secure your finances and your financial situation as well. Just remember that I said that you're going to make a really wise choice, really smart decision, because here you're going to realize exactly what you want out of your life and what you don't want. And this is going to be consisting of you setting the boundaries, being really clear with yourself and setting the boundaries in order to protect yourself, to protect your energy, but you're also doing something so incredible for your finances as well, my gorgeous Aquamarini. And also, to be quite honest with you, still at the beginning of this week, there is this particular person who is around you, and I need you to be very, very, very smart about this person. Maybe this is like some kind of a new lover, or maybe this is like some kind of a lover that you're not taking too seriously, for example, but there is somebody who is just not who they claim that they are. And this person is just like kind of maybe doing something behind your back. Maybe doing something behind your back. So I'm sorry, my gorgeous Aquamarine, it's always something, isn't it? But there is this particular person that I need you to be clever, very, very smart about. So this is somebody who is in your life, but that particular person is not too honest with you. Maybe this is your lover. Maybe this is like somebody who has been for a while in your life, but you're not taking this person too seriously, There is something not quite right. And when it comes to you, accepting this person in a serious way, I've got a little problem with this, because you're not accepting this person in a serious way. So it means that subconsciously you know that this is not the right person for you. So whether this is like maybe your lover, or who you're not taking seriously, or maybe this is like some kind of a friend, or somebody who is like maybe acting like a friend, or it's not a real friend to you, but there is, you're gonna kind of hear something about that particular person at around the beginning of this week, and something is going to be confirmed to you. And you will know that that person was dishonest about something. And then you will know that maybe that person is after some kind of a money, or after something financial, and you're going to see the real side of this person. So it's all going to boil down towards maybe you realizing somebody is like trying to use you for money, and they have been very, very clever the way they were. But on another hand, you're not that crazy, you're not that silly, because subconsciously you kind of maybe knew, but there are certain things that you get from that person. There are certain things that you get from that person. So you don't really kind of care, or you're kind of maybe not honest with yourself on purpose, or you're kind of ignoring certain knowledge you already have about this person, on purpose, because you get the relevant amount of things out of that person in a different way. But you need to be smart. You need to be very, very smart, because I don't want you to get hurt one way or another, my gorgeous Aquamarini. So you are going to find out about one specific person being like a little bit dishonest, but you know what? I suggest you to not to explode immediately. I know that this is going to sound horrible. But there is something that you're working on, and something that you're doing at the moment. And I know this sounds horrible, I'm sorry, but you can use this person to kind of finish up the certain project, because this person is either clued up with something, or either physically good with something. So you can use this person until you finish the certain projects that you're currently working on. And then after that, you can get rid of this person. I know this sounds absolutely horrible. I sound like a right little bitch, aren't I? I sound like a right little bitch, but I'm not a bitch, honestly. I'm just saying how it is, how I see. So you might as well make the most of it. I know it sounds horrible. But karmically, it's not a bad thing whatsoever, because at the end of the day, this person owes you quite a lot, more than you actually think. So, you might as well kind of get something out of it. I know it sounds awful, but this is what I see. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarine is at around the midweek. What I was going to say, at around the midweek. Oh my God, you are going to. You've been worrying about something for the last 5 or 6 weeks. Something for the last 5 or 6 weeks. There is an important conversation. There is something you need to ask someone. And it has been on your mind for a while, for the last 5 or 6 weeks. And what was on your mind? What has been on your mind? This question that you want to ask a certain person. Okay, this is like a family member or something like that, probably one of your family members. There is a certain question that you want to ask. Something has been driving you nuts. Something has been driving you crazy. It has been on your mind for the last 5 months. You know how I see you sitting down and holding your head, like, oh God, because you're going to need to be so direct with a certain question. You're going to need to be so direct, and you have been patient for a while, about it. But now, at some point, when you are somewhere outside, there is going to be a very kind of powerful sign you're going to have. Again, it's going to come in a form of a bird. This powerful sign, this really powerful omen you're going to have, my gorgeous Aquamarine, you will know that moment in time that you need to kind of like make this decision and talk to this person. There is some question you need to ask somebody, one of your family member. This is driving you nuts. And I think the moment in time you see that bird, it's gonna be like your sign, your very powerful omen. Maybe this bird is gonna look directly at you. Maybe this bird is gonna have a gorgeous color. Maybe it's gonna be the bird that you've never seen before. But something is gonna be so kind of unusual and specific about this bird. And you will kind of know, you will know that this bird is your messenger. You will know that you're part of the same bubble. You will know that you're part of the same spiritual circle. It is very difficult to explain, but most certainly, my gorgeous Aquamarine, you will know this. And at around that time, when you see this bird, either before you will be thinking about this person and the question that you need to ask, either before you see this bird, you're going to be thinking about this person and the question you need to ask, or either at the time when you're thinking about this person and a question you need to ask this person, maybe at around that time you're going to see this bird, or you're going to see this bird after, or you're gonna kind of see this bird after you're thinking about this question that you need to ask about that particular person. Do you know? I know that this sounds really crazy and complicated, and I really hope it makes sense what I've just said. But you will know somehow that this is going to be a sign and it's a very, very positive sign, and it's going to feel good. And it's going to feel good. Something is going to make you feel powerful when you see this bird, and you will know, oh my God, okay, that's it, that's my sign. Now it all makes sense. That's my sign. I'm just gonna kind of like make a decision, and almost immediately you are going to contact this person, and there is going to be some kind of like a very important conversation you're going to have, and you are going to get an important answer. This answer is so, so, so important, and it's going to set you free. This answer is going to liberate you, my gorgeous Aquamarini. And you are, once you get this answer, what are you going to ask this person? You are, something is going to be confirmed to you, but at the same time, you're going to be able to relax, and you're going to be able to carry on with such an important plan to you. This is what all this is all about. You will be able to carry on with an important plan, something that's to do with you, what means to you so much. It's so precious to you, and it's part of your own venture. Do you know what I mean? So this is why this is so important. Yeah. And also, never mind the fact that once you do talk to this person, there is also a very, very interesting opportunity that you are going to become aware of. And this is going to surprise you. You're going to be so grateful to God that you actually decided to ask this person this particular question, And now it's all going to start making sense. Why have you seen that bird at that particular time? It's all going to start making sense as usual. And also, still at around the midweek, my gorgeous Aquamarine, you know what? You're going to have such a beautiful moment, and you're going to feel like you want to chill out again. You're going to feel like you want to relax. And I really strongly suggest you to do this. Maybe if you take just one day out again, this is going to do you the world of good, my gorgeous Aquamarine. So that's my suggestion. Just try to take one day off, one day out, maybe connect or reconnect with the nature, oh my God, it's not only that this is going to be brilliant for you, but at the same time, there is this very powerful insight which you are going to have. Something is going to come to you, and in a form of like an idea, my gorgeous aquamarini, you wouldn't otherwise have. And this idea which you are going to have, this is to do with a venture that you've already have found yourself on, find yourself at. You are at the beginning of a very beautiful venture, very fun, very gorgeous venture in your life. Whether you realize this or not, once you get this idea, once you have this idea that you're going to start feeling so passionate about at this moment in time, you are clearly going to realize what is missing right now when it comes to all this, and also when it comes to you making an important step. Okay, something that is going to be revealed to you through your own insight. You will be really mind blown. You will be really blown away, my gorgeous aquamarini. How could you miss something out when it comes to this venture you've already like kind of started? But then again, at the same time, it's like gonna bring the best out in you. This is when you're gonna become highly energetic and highly passionate, and you're gonna realize that slowly but surely your dreams are indeed becoming your reality. Absolutely gorgeous. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous aquamarine, this is when I need you to be careful a little bit, because it's to do with this particular person in your life. You know, somebody who is like going to this particular person is going to suggest something to you as some kind of possibility when it comes to money, when it comes to things financial. Listen to me very carefully. There is this person at the end of this week who is in your life. This person is in your life, and this person is going to suggest something to you when it comes to your finances. Like maybe, oh, you can do this in order to save your money, you can do that, but it's to do with like some kind of possibility. Now, as soon as this person tells you about this possibility, you're going to be like, yeah, this is brilliant. You're going to become really determined. I have to say something to you to absolutely not to go for it whatsoever, because you're going to go backwards with this. Do not do this. Do not do this. Okay, maybe that possibility would be good for that particular person who is talking about this, who suggests this to you. Maybe it's good for them, but it's not going to be good for you. Because first of all, it all looks like, oh yeah, it's going to be brilliant, you know, like, oh my God, almost like, yeah, let's start like some kind of a new adventure type of thing. But if you do this, things are going to become very, very difficult for you. And that possibility that is going to be suggested to you by this person, that possibility would be like pretty much so the wrong choice for you, the big risk. And that risk would be absolutely pointless, and it would end up to be like a real disaster. This is what I need you to understand, my gorgeous aquamarini. So this particular person who does like kind of suggest this possibility to you, I don't know that immediately you're going to feel excited about it, but you need to be smart, because the more you think and the more you reflect, you're going to realize that something may not be right. And at the moment, the only thing that is going to be putting you off when it comes to that possibility is the fact that you would need to be surrounded by the people you don't want to be surrounded by. And that's the only thing that you're going to feel about it at the moment, to start with. But then later, the other things that are going to kind of be like, no, I'm not too sure. And that's your intuition guiding you. You should like run on miles in an opposite direction, my gorgeous aquamarini, because if you would go for this possibility, not only this wouldn't work out for you, but you would actually lose money. You know, you would lose money, and something would happen, something so negative, and it would become irreversible. You would never be able to forgive to yourself for actually doing this. And yet again, it's coming from somebody really shady, somebody else, shady person. I don't like this particular person here. somebody who is thinking about themselves more than they're thinking about you. When they're suggesting this possibility to you, somebody who's trying to dominate you and somebody who's trying to manipulate you, and you're not even realizing this. So this is why this is so important. And also, on another note, listen to me very carefully. Only like about 2 or 3 days after that moment in time, my gorgeous Aquamarine, only 2 or 3 days after that moment in time, you are going to become aware of this news, of this event where you are going to need to attend. Only 2 or 3 days later, you will become aware of this news, and it's about this event which you are going to need to attend. And then this man, this really powerful man, it's going to like really pretty much surprise you with this a really happy surprise. You're going to have a really happy surprise, and that happy surprise, it's going to be so big because it's to do with something you have been thinking about for a very long time. And that in itself, it's the possibility that you should most certainly go for. And you will see how you're going to feel, how your spirit is going to feel this time, how your soul is going to feel this time, how you're going to elevate when it comes to all this. It's going to be completely different to that first initial possibility you had from that shady person I told you to run in an opposite direction on miles. When you become aware, only 2 or 3 days later, there is this event that you're going to need to attend, and another powerful man here, it's going to suggest something to you. And then you're going to realize, oh my God, I've been thinking about this for so long. And that's the possibility you need to go for, because this possibility is going to change your life in the best possible way in such a short amount of time. You have no idea. Okay, my gorgeous Aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.